Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in 3, 2, 1.
On the troll. On the troll.
All right. Hello, and a bit chilled day. Nothing much. Projecting to get a verdict by Friday, in my opinion. So greetings in advance, and greetings to those who watch, to comment on hate and do all those things. Yes, greetings. We are here to deliver for our people and the haters. It's okay. We accept haters as long as you are watching us. Please, on your process of watching us through hate watch, please watch the adverts. Interact with them. It's important because that's why we are here. And also our members, our subscribers, and everyone else who's here to assist this channel. We appreciate it. And yes, indeed, this channel, it must generate money. For those who think that we are just pushing this for money, well, it must generate. It was generating money before Senzo's case. It must generate money, and obviously we can't just have lights that are not gonna really be
this
kept
is the
alive.
production.
It's a production.
Everything you
Like
see
SABC,
costs money.
Like
Yes.
everything else.
The mics, we are not picking them up from the tree. The data that we use to go live is not coming from the ocean and water.
Yes.
And the electricity that we use is not the grace of God.
Yes.
We are paying for
The
it.
studio that we use, it's not a grace of God.
Everything we are paying for it.
So it's not for subscribers, this one. We don't normally answer that much, but we just answer.
I don't like this thing that keeps happening whenever people are on YouTube and they are trying to create communities of like-minded individuals. And then there are some people who come from the wayside and they're like, but you're making money from this. SABC is making money.
A lot of money.
And it's
a lot
much
of
more money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of
people
money.
tune in. All of us are tuning in there in our hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I don't see you putting up such comments there.
No.
But just because it's somebody you feel are below your level, because that's the thing with
he said he was educated, but his English is butchered.
The thing with our people is when they look at someone and then or they feel like, oh, why them? They come with this attitude of trying to belittle
and just to
what other people are doing.
Yeah, just to close, Emil, this channel has given birth to a lot of channels.
Yes.
Other people, when they watch to create their own situation.
They are inspired.
They get inspired. Others, they eventually become our enemies. But we are a father to a lot of channels.
Yes.
Rest assured, and we are aware of that. It's okay. We don't have any problem. The problem starts when you start to
want to make us feel like some type of way we should stop what we are doing.
Just because you have decided to come in. We have given we started doing a reaction on what we call it, the shows, yes, and
it wasn't popular.
And it wasn't popular at the time, and people came. They started doing that. We started doing Senzo's case. My we have a lot of people now who are doing that. It's okay. We actually niched out on that when it comes. There are people who still would say, hey, when are you guys reacting to this? We don't react anymore to such things.
We've left it alone, we've decided to give Senzo's case our full attention because, believe it or not, we're interested in justice. We're interested.
It's not only Senzo's case. And if you've noticed, we are also niching out of it. We are slowly moving out of it.
And on top of that, we can't let this case go because at the beginning I did say that we are not going to let it go. I did say that. Remember, Mr. Anonymous.
Yeah, on your
And
own.
it's
Once
hard.
I wake up one day and feel like I am
It's
exhausted,
difficult.
I'll leave it.
For me, it's difficult to leave it alone, and here's why. I am motivated. I want to see how this case will end. Because it ending in a manner that it will end in will tell us a lot about the average person of color in this country. So that's why I'm interested in it. And on top of everything else, more than anything, I want to see if justice will prevail or not. I
There's
want
no
to
justice.
see
There's no
whether
justice.
the Meyiwa family will eventually find out what happened to their son, their brother, their uncle.
Look, one day I'll wake up and stop. That's me. I have done enough. Once I feel I've done enough, I always move on. Once I feel
And
I've
literally the people that tune in are the ones that are keeping us going.
yes, that's
You
a
guys
fact.
are the ones that are keeping us going. We have many moments where I'm not feeling this YouTube thing anymore.
Yeah.
But we keep going because you guys are supporting the channel.
Yes.
You are
So,
the reason why we are here.
so yeah, we have people who comments hate garbage. Not people, a person actually. And I'm sure it's an old person because, hey, there are old, angry people there outside here. And I hope we don't grow up and become such people. And then you get people who are following YouTubers who are not even looking for people at your age, Emily, to focus on politics and everything, the dynamics of what is happening in South Africa and updating. It's not a common thing. You get people who are talking about all these kinds of things that are, and they don't get such comments, hate comments.
Or especially the ones who clickbait and stuff. And
No, it's not even about clickbaiting. People who talk about how they enjoy these whatever that people should be talking about. Only two people should be talking about, and all those things. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, you mean bedroom activities?
Yes, and then you come here with a hate comment. It just pushes me off. But that being said,
No, if you don't want to be here, no one is forcing you. I don't feel like we need to even explain ourselves. Bon, I've said it before. Everyone, there's a buffet on YouTube. A buffet.
it's okay, man. Let's not talk about YouTube. Fix your mic. Let's go on.
It's a buffet.
Because this is just taking a lot of energy away from me.
So guys, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us here again for another video. Yes, Mr. Anonymous, you should stop addressing these things at the beginning of the show.
It just disturbs.
Leave it alone. Delete the comment and move on with your life.
No, I don't delete comments. I'm gonna leave it like that.
If it's gonna bother you like this, I let it go.
No, I don't.
want
I'm
to
not the
deal
kind of a person who
with that.
deletes and block. Only if it's
I
gonna
wasn't-
jeopardize my
I wasn't at the beginning, but I realized that I can't save everyone.
No, you're not saving everyone. Just leave it like that. Like you need to.
But the more you keep looking at it and it's bothering
No,
you.
I don't. I look at it once, and the problem with me, I'm not that kind of a person who's gonna bottle things up. I talk about it and I get past it. Like now, I'm done.
Now out of mind, out of sight, out of sight, out of mind. That's my.
Like now, I'm
That's how
done.
I
Once I talk
practice.
about something,
Should I have seen that comment? It was gonna be gone.
no, I don't like. Leave a trophy for that person, so that they can see how educated. He said he's educated, by the way.
I don't even want to see your comment. If it's gonna make me
I was
feel
struggling to
some
read.
type of way.
I was struggling to read his stuff, but he said he was educated. He's like he's educated.
So we are not educated. What is
Yeah.
he trying to say?
Yeah. He's one of the clever blacks. He's one of the clever blacks. But
Like
yeah,
I said, it's the undermining thing. It happens a lot.
Mamulao, before we go, let's get positive stuff. Mamulao, yeah. Thank you very much. God bless you, man.
Hi, Mama Lao.
These are the types of... In fact, let me tell you why we are getting such lashing. It's because of you guys. What you just did now, it's exactly why these people are coming hard on us to say, you're making money.
SABC is also making
money. So because of such super chats and membership and all those things, people are not happy about it. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's continue. God bless you.
So the judge apologized in the morning for being late because the proceedings actually started I think an hour and 30 minutes later. So he apologized. That's how he started. And he said that he had to attend some other works. I don't know what he meant by some
I'm struggling to pick your mic here.
Okay.
It is struggling to pick you. The position, I think.
Must I hold it like this?
No, don't hold it. The position of the mic, this part of the mic, make sure its face is a bit down, not up, not down there, direct to you. Yes. Now, yes.
Is it fine now?
It's fine now.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
So there was a new interpreter. Not really new. We've heard his voice before.
I knew that was gonna happen.
You did say yesterday. Jonas was speaking of attending gala dinners and stuff like that.
I knew he was gonna run away.
And on top of everything else, he was talking about. I felt frustrated. I don't want to lie, because he just left the state present everything. Yesterday he relaxed and now this poor interpreter who was not even there in court yesterday has to now translate in English.
Isn't Jonas their boss?
I think so. He's their supervisor or something like that. So he had to now translate. He'd read in English and translate in Zulu. Read in English, read a paragraph in English, translate it in Zulu. Which was double the work.
I'm going to say this. We black people are far from understanding the work and being able to differentiate work and personal feelings. Let me make an example. In a court where there are people of no color, if there was such of color, if there was such complaint, people wouldn't do this. Because this is a judge that is angry because he's being questioned about how the interpretation went on without being interpreted as it was happening. And then from there, he decides to say, oh, by the way, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that it is interpreted in English and punishing the person who's interpreting, making the that person's job even more difficult. You know? Yes, he's getting paid for it. I'm going to speak for this one because it's not his fault. He has never given me that negative feeling that I normally feel. When he was
there, I think he's the one who was doing it for Advocate Ngumalo. He would interpret. Advocate Ngumalo would speak and then he would interpret. Speak and then he would interpret. And yesterday, everything changed. And Ubab Jonas just chilled.
Yes. The master, basically. You know, when you undermine the way your work, you feel like, I don't want, man, I can take care of this thing.
And when the judge said, read it in English and translate, my Lord, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for me to do it like that.
And I'm sure it took one guy who doesn't feel, he's like, go back there and do what you need to do. But that's not fair. You know?
No, I felt for him.
I don't like the situation. It was not his doing that this is happening.
I felt sorry
It
for
was
him.
the supervisor's doing and the people who were in court because of this friendship that you probably would speculate towards too. It's unfortunate now that he's got to suffer for such. He was not even there. You know, you would never see such thing. Be able to divorce your feeling when it comes to things like this. The interpretation was supposed to happen. It did not happen. You did not say anything as a judge. Now you are punishing the people that we're not even there.
Okay, Mr. Anonymous.
Now you are saying, oh, ruling. So, Lindeni Hatiabe, thank you very much. God bless you. And Binwell, Kanyenda, thank you. God bless you.
Okay, I'm having difficulty here with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I need to fix it.
So you want to fix it. This is what I'm going to do for you. Fix your stuff. They can hear us, but fix your stuff.
Like I said, you see, a lot is going on. And then people tell us, hi guys. A lot is happening. You guys.
No, it's okay. Let's not. I mean, honestly speaking, I'm done with that. I'm here now. I'm focusing on what is happening in that court, and really, I felt bad for the guy. Shame. The whole day. Imagine.
Yeah.
I'm sure just because some supervisor, you done. Because some supervisor decided to feel that hey, mina ngashaya lento. Ngashaya, you know. Manje masekumela ishaya uyabaleka uyakwidini. Uyabaleka uJohn.
So there were about 30 pages that he had to go through. I think something like 15 paragraphs or something like that. It was a lot. And then they said at the end, towards the end of the proceedings for the day, they said there's even affidavits that he has to go through. Yes. The ones that they went through. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So he said that he would first read in English and then translate it in Zulu, and the judge asked in Ngumalo about Ngumalo and Mrs. query. Now recall that yesterday, after Sibanda was done with his argument, he consulted with Advocate Baloi, and then he came back, right, and added new evidence by stating that he had been reminded that accused number 3 at his first court appearance at Boksburg Magistrate Court, he said that he was arrested and was in jail at the time that the incident happened at Kutwanong Street. So I was, asking myself, what was the aim of this whole thing? And Mr. Anonymous, you explained it to me earlier on. Please explain it to our family. What was the point of it?
In fact, I forgot to explain it yesterday.
Yes. Please explain it to family.
It's a psychological game, in my opinion. It's a psychological game. It's that thing that we would normally see with the papers and everything that is going around this world that is one might assume is controlled, some mainstream parts of the media, where they decide to say, oh, Emily is chilling with criminals. Oh, Emily is a criminal.
He's a criminal.
Without any proof. Like that man of bald hair who's able to actually spin the narrative. I won't be mentioning the name. And then make you be guilty of things. And next thing you find yourself in court. I won't be mentioning the name, the man who attacked Mkwanas. Basically, we have situations like that. So, what happened there is what I think it's a loophole in this law of ours, or not of ours, this Roman Dutch law, where it is expected that, like a machine, you can be able to reverse what you had and erase it completely in your mind, which is not the case. That thing was put there for a reason. In fact, it was read. It is on the record.
It's on the record, right? Because it dawned on me as we were having that conversation.
And you would remember from this judge's words, we don't squash things here. We don't expunge things here. And then such things are said. It is creating that narrative. Oh, this person is here. He was arrested for a Cleveland case. There's a gun
and
that linked him. So this guy is a liar. So therefore, every one of them is lying.
He insisted yesterday that it be put on the record, even after Mnisi objected.
Yes. And he was assisting because he wanted to hear what he won't be able to reverse. It can never be unheard. It is heard. It's there. Now today he comes with a law. He is acting like a demigod who's here to correct and apply the law. It's not supposed to happen. Why would you say you want to listen to that nonsense and then after that you want to correct it when it's already there? You could have stopped it like Miss was stopping. Couldn't you have done that? Why then do we have to apply for things first? You wanted to hear, like other things that the man has been doing. Hey, let me hear. I haven't had. Okay, you've had. Will you be able to erase it? Oh, I'm a judge now. All of a sudden, we should trust that you'll be able to go back home and not be thinking that this guy is a liar who lied about his whereabouts when he was asked on Senzo's on the day Senzo was shot. He said he was in jail.
Well, there are people who I'm going to be devil's advocate, who say, yeah, he's a liar, Vele. Why would he say that in court? To say that, I wasn't there, knowing very well that he wasn't there.
No, it's a context.
Those who feel that it's valid for the state to have.
The context of how that thing was introduced. And number one, let us show you how this judge has been operating and why I feel the judge is biased. If Nisi comes with an abstract like that and he reads just that part in court, he will be told to read the whole record. If Ramasipile did that, he will be told to read the whole record to a point where he feels like he would be actually swallowing his tongue. Or Ramasipile shame. Reading 7 pages, 8 pages, But the state is allowed to come with an abstract.
A sentence.
And say, it's there. We will just read this part. What if I told you that when this guy answered that question, he was probably saying, I was in jail already. I'm being arrested already. But not for this thing.
Maybe we should go and collect it if it's there.
What if I tell you that? But because of the part that was read, I was in jail already. That's it. It ends there. It creates a certain narrative.
That's why when you're a liar.
Yes. Many of you have been asking, why do we have to go through the cell phone records when they were in prison? Mainly it was to prove that these people are liars.
And the hammering was on the fact that when the initial statement that the NPA had released concerning this case on the day they first appeared at Boksburg Magistrates Court, something of the sentiment had been stated that they had said that they don't know each other. And then later on, we find out that some of them know each other. So the hammering of this whole thing. Again,
the context. They never said we didn't know. Like we don't know it. We don't know any person here. I'm Danzi. I only know myself. They didn't say that. There was a separation of groups. But the context in which this thing was brought back, it was as if they said, I don't know anyone.
They don't know each other.
I've never met this person.
That's how it was written on that statement that was released initially.
Exactly.
I remember we went through it at some point, one of the videos.
Hence this whole energy of trying to prove that these people know each other. But it still comes back to the point where they were saying, this group knows only that group. And then the other one is a group that is older brothers that we probably have seen, but we don't know. We cannot say we know them. The context, the wording, how you put things there, it's very important.
It is.
It's very, very important. And then you get a doctor again who's going to dwell on that. He's not even going to try to correct it. He's going to use that, leech on that to write his thesis.
Yeah. So, Nisi yesterday, remember, guys, that he argued that if it was the state's case, they should have introduced it. It would have been the subject of a trial within a trial to determine the circumstances under which accused number 3 said that they would use these things. But now it is said that the information is being introduced at court at that moment. And note that it's being introduced at his application for discarding the case. It's not like it's from the state's case. It's in an application process.
Yeah.
And Mnisi said that there are precursors to a plea. They explain your rights to legal representation. You make a decision as to whether you will represent yourself or ask for the state's lawyer or your own attorney. And these implications of you saying something that must be explained to you. So we do not know those circumstances before the accused person. And if the state wants to sit and rely on that information, it should have been brought to accused number 3. And to the admissibility of that information, as for now, that information is totally inadmissible unless it should have been the subject of a trial within a trial.
So are you telling me that from there, the judge was not able to actually even remember then this today correction that he came to make, to say that this information is not supposed to be in court? Nisi was able, with his sharp mind, to foresee where the state was going, was taking this. And he actually stood up and made the judge aware of where the direction is going. And the judge still overruled him and said, I want to hear. Now the damage is made. He comes back to cover his ass. And say,
That felt like he's covering himself. I don't want to lie.
Sorry for German or for French.
He was covering his own, any mishap that may have happened under his watch. That's what it felt like. So Sibanda, yesterday after Nisi argued, he said that he wanted to read the authority and enter the evidence into the record. He didn't even want to challenge Nisi with argument, counter arguing.
He didn't have anything.
That's
the whole
how
daughter
it's supposed to be.
Who studied all the books beyond Nisi's level of education. He did not want to do that because he didn't have issues. As Julius would say, if you don't have issues, then just move on. So the guy did not have issues. He didn't even know how he was going to counter argue against what Nisi submitted, which was valid at the time.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the counter argument. He says he wants to read the authorities and introduce this evidence. So Mnisi said that this is not the time for that. It's the time for 174. It's not the time to lead new evidence. He said if the state wants to reopen their case, they are welcome to make an application. Things cannot be done haphazardly in a way that it is being done right now. And the judge said that he wanted to hear what Sibanda had to say, and he didn't know what Sibanda was going to say. Sibanda, there's an objection. Sibanda is not arguing.
The objection is not entertained.
No.
Overruled right there.
Yeah.
Without any thinking, without looking at the repercussion of what could be submitted through the few words that were uttered. Those utterances, where could they lead this court to? Can they render this court a kangaroo court, which one might actually argue, and rightfully so, that it is a proper kangaroo court, that one?
Well, he gave Sibanda the opportunity to introduce the evidence. And you know what was the highlight for me as he was reading that? The highlight for me was at the very beginning, accused number 3 was saying and stating on the very same record that their constitutional rights were being violated and they were not being considered.
And they continue to be violated. Whether you like it or not, they still remain and still are violated, unfortunately, in a manner that looks a bit polished than it was in Boxback.
Well, coming back to today's proceedings, the judge said that the question is valid, but the point is he's dealt with a case like this before. It wasn't dealing with the boys of ISIS. He was now speaking about a case he had handled that involved ISIS, and they were training in Syria. The question arose, but it had no legal effect on the following basis, and he says that there was no litis contestatio. It's Latin. I don't I don't know how to pronounce some of the Latin terminologies. They are tongue twister, but it's litis contestatio.
Yes.
Contestatio. So Mnisi said that he knew it very well, and the judge said that if there is no litis contestatio, there is no legal effect because your client has not pleaded. Isn't that what Mnisi said yesterday?
It is. It is.
So the judge asked Baloyi and Sibanda if they agreed and even offered to give them a Supreme Court of Appeal decision. Baloyi said that they will look into it. But if someone spontaneously says something, then they are going to use it. The judge said that if it was said spontaneously, if they say they were not there, they were in Natal and they were incarcerated, then it's fine. But then he pleads not guilty and chooses to give a plea explanation. And before the plea stage, the law is very clear. This is the judge explaining to Advocate Baloyi, who was obviously not going to take this. They say that there is no legal effect of that statement. He says that he knows of Himstra. Himstra says there's a case called State versus Nkotle, and he was asked if he read that decision. Baloyi said yes, and then the judge said that he will quote it some other time. Himstra says that after the plea, anything said by counsel and by an accused person after the plea, the court must take that into consideration, not what they say before they make a plea. They take after they make a plea. I didn't even know that this is a thing. This is a rule. This is a law in a court of law. I didn't know that.
And it was clear that these words, in fact, Sibanda submitted that these words were said before they stepped up.
Yes, before they took the plea.
They took the plea.
Yes.
And he still continued to submit. Now today he's coming back. He is telling us about a litis contestatio, which he knew very well even yesterday. The consequences of litis contestatio issues are fixed. Parts are bound by their pleadings. No new claim. Defense, generally, you can introduce new causes of action or defenses unless by amendment with the leave of the court, which was not done. That's why Mnisi was saying, go back, submit. You can open your case if you want to. Prescription is interrupted. The running of the prescription time bar is stopped at litis contestatio. Damages assessed at the trial date. The court will calculate the damages as the date of judgment, not the date of summon.
Date of judgment, not of someone.
Yes.
So Baloyi then said that might be so, responding to the judge, but we suppose nothing debars a cross-examination to cross-examine on that aspect. He said that's the whole point. But the judge told him, I'm just saying that there's no legal effect on the basis that you can attribute guilt to a person who's not saying anything under oath.
Exactly.
Having pleaded. If he pleaded, that would be different.
Again, it's known knowledge. It's common cause. By the way, the word literally from Latin, this litis contestatio, it is said to be the joinder of the issue.
The joinder of the issue. Latin, Baba, Latin. So, Advocate George Baloyi said that they had been informed in the morning when accused number 4 was being transported to court. The vehicle he was being transported in was involved in a collision at the corners of Koshimampuru and Nanasita Street. His counsel said that he's fine to proceed for today, but correctional services indicated that there are normal procedures that if there's such an accident or that has happened, the prisoner must be taken for medical examination, and that entails him being driven to Louis Gop and booked out, then taken to the medical facility.
Yes.
So Advocate Baloyi said that he just thought that they should bring it to the attention of the court. The judge asked if accused number 4 claims or alleges that he was not injured. Baloyi said that it is what he said at the time, and he said that he was unscathed, meaning that he didn't
incur any
injuries. So correctional services say that in terms of their rules, such a person must undergo medical attention. So the judge said that he was right, and Baloyi said that we know that with any collision there might be whiplashes which will manifest at a later stage, and it might be wise to subject him to medical attention. So the judge said, I'm in your hands. What do you suggest must be done? Baloyi said that he thinks it's a call that must be made by Advocate Nxumalo, and the judge said no. In terms of the law, that is the position, but the law is very funny. You can waive the law. He is the only one who can waive that right to say, I appreciate and I know that after such an exigency, I'm entitled in terms of the law to be examined, and I insist that I should be examined. But he can, he said that he's the only one who can say, I am okay and I'm ready to proceed. He has to say it with his own mouth. And he said he wasn't encouraging him to do that, but he's just saying that a right can be waived. So Baloyi said that the problem is that he's not trained in the field of medicine. It's difficult to waive it, referring to Advocate Nxumalo. And Nxumalo said that accused number 4 said he was fine, okay, but he has to be cautious. Something might happen, or if something he maybe ends up not feeling well, but later they will only find out later. But he was willing to sit through the court proceedings. He didn't feel anything wrong with him. So the accident was not that severe, and it was not that serious because only the front part of the van, apparently the bumper, was damaged. But he says that it was fine, and the judge said that he must formally weigh his rights. Otherwise, they will say that he was not compliant with the law. So the judge ordered in the meantime they go on with the interpretation, but then Nxumalo went to consult with accused number 4, and when he came back he said that it was fine, they can proceed. The judge wanted him, accused number 4, to place the actual thing on record, and he asked him if he's able to continue and that he has rights not to continue, but to insist that he must be taken to a medical attendant. Mapisa said that he was fine, and the judge also let him know that in 20 years' time, when he believes that he had a latent fracture or something had happened to him in that car accident, he can sue the government. It's just the means that he could go on for today, and it does not extinguish his claim, because he is not extinguishing his claim. He's saying that he's able to go on because of the state that he was in physically, he was able to go on. I just felt like, okay, maybe this is some, good grace, some good advice, but then we know that in this country, so in the state, is no child's play. You need to have money.
No, it's not a child's play.
It's not a child's play suing the state in this country. Otherwise, you're gonna wait for years while you're being told that a certain judge that's supposed to, make a ruling on your case is sitting on it, and they're not making a judgment. To think that Makate, they made him wait over a year just to tell him that go back to the High Court.
South Africa.
Hi guys, no.
South Africa.
A whole year. As that judgment was being read, I'm like, this took you the whole year.
Yeah, it did. Well, Emily.
Yes?
Is this the close of the day?
I don't know. What's happening? Are we having challenges with the stream?
No, we're not.
What's the problem?
I'm saying, is this what happened in the court?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
Before I wanted to continue, I wanted to ask you. I saw comments. Maybe I shouldn't be asking you, but I actually saw comments throughout the day.
Right.
And people are kind of worried about this car accident situation. When it feels like we're going somewhere and certain things happen with this case, it's just one of the strangest cases, I think. That is strange.
It is. It is strange. Unfortunately. But this is how South Africa is, general. For something to go away, something must happen. Something big must happen. Even now, we have a situation at hand, right?
Yes.
And this is going or running concurrently with the Mkhwanazi allegations. And upon that, we have seen a pause in the so-called ad hoc of Mkhwanazi being blamed indefinitely. Being blamed on what?
It's blamed on the IT guy. Or the IT person. Let me not say the IT guy, but the head of IT. He failed to make arrangements at the venue, the technical arrangements on time. And then there's also an advocate also that they are blaming to say that he failed to make sure that by the 1st of September everything is done. We're not at the 1st of September yet.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But already they're
throwing a towel. That's how government works. They are able to foresee the error that could happen, but they are not able to fix it in time before that's how government is. That's how we rule. I mean, we will not have water, which would be forecasted for days. And then when the time comes, we don't have a plan. So we forecast errors.
And now something is happening with the social media influencers, which is a big deal, right? This thing that is happening now, it's almost like I'm looking at the timeline. So this social media influencers who have been advertising work opportunities for 18 to 22-year-olds by a company that is from Russia. Now that whole thing, people are reacting. People and their interest is every day something new is coming out with that situation.
Yeah.
And as that was building up, the Madlanga Commission announcements are made, Guti. It's not going to be happening as projected on the 1st of September. And there are also allegations with this whole thing that the person who was busy giving these influencers this gig to promote this thing is politically connected.
Which wouldn't be far-fetched. I mean, the arrogance of these so-called influencers.
Their apologies are very weird. They are giving me a sense of I'm untouchable. whoever, there's somebody who's giving me this confidence. Because they keep insisting that they did nothing
They're
wrong.
giving you that my father is a lawyer.
They're giving me those
is
vibes.
a police.
Yes, they're giving me those vibes with these very weird apologies of theirs. See, there's no accountability, zero or minimum. There's only
Why
a
are
few
they
of them.
still not being held in custody?
In a normal country, they would have been in questioning.
Yes.
In a normal country.
In a normal country, yes. Their freedom would have been reduced.
They would have been questioned, their electronic devices confiscated to try and trace and find out what's going on. Where did they get their briefs from? And they would be singing, pointing, telling the authorities who gave them these gigs.
But I get it, now we are a mini Mexico. So things are different.
No, they're very arrogant, those kids, in their apologies. There's this huge sense of an entitlement or protection, or they feel protected. And they keep saying, I didn't know. It's very difficult to take that excuse in a day and age that we are in. It's very hard to take that as an excuse, because these kids have digital devices. They all have laptops, they have MacBooks, they have cell phones, they even have tablets. So you couldn't Google before you sign your name on that contract to say, I will advertise this.
No.
Nothing was suspicious when you heard that they're only looking for females.
No.
Nothing was suspicious to see the age ranges of 18 to 22.
No.
Why specifically that?
How
group?
can it be suspicious if you also were exposed at that particular age? How can it be suspicious? It's a norm to you. I mean, money. Everything is about money.
Everything is about money.
How can it be suspicious?
And why would I, as a person who's even spoken against education, because some of these influencers used to speak against going to school. Why me? You don't even ask yourself that question. Does it feel
Now
okay
I come
with
back
me advertising work and education opportunities abroad? But I have been, there's records of me saying imetric izongenzelana. Siyabona unometric kodwa umsebenzi wona. Siyabona unometric, your brief as an influencer.
Then you come back, tell me about education opportunity.
I thought when you work with brands, you descend.
You align to what you work,
do
your market.
on social media. Yes. So someone was even saying on TikTok that they were very intentional, these people, when they gave these people these gigs. They were very intentional. They knew what they were doing. Very calculated.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there were proper investigation, in my opinion. I think even the influencers were briefed to a certain extent that they understand what is happening. The apologies don't look genuine. In my opinion, I think they know what is happening. They are not victims, in my opinion. They are aware what is happening, just that they didn't think it would go to this point.
And for me, is the lack of understanding the gravity of the damage that could have happened with a vulnerable 18-year-old.
That could have happened, or that was happening.
Or that was happening, because this thing has been happening since last year. I just
Allegedly.
only found out about it now in the last week. But it's been happening for over a year now, where they've been giving influencers, the opportunity. Some of them have even marketed this thing on their YouTube by doing vlogs, being there in that country and being there. The flight tickets, they've flown there, some of them.
Who paid for them? Who created all these passports and everything? At a short space of time.
Visas. You need a visa.
Hey, who created these visas? You know, there are a lot of things that are happening in South Africa, and Donald Trump was right.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa.
Indeed.
What is this? Yazi that whole thing, Mr. Anonymous, I'm still shocked. I'm still traumatized. And another thing about this thing is that there are other girls who may have applied and now they are finding this all out, but it's too late because they've handed over their personal information, their IDs, their medical, because apparently they even want your medical records and
still it doesn't ring bells.
Home addresses.
So very soon we'll be hearing girls are lost. Even if they didn't go there.
Yes.
And then but how can you believe someone who
they are 18
who butchers themselves?
18-year-olds are gullible. They knew exactly what they were doing, these people. I don't want to lie.
This thing of influencer should be closed, man.
You think so?
Yeah, it's nonsense. These people, like, I've never seen. It's rare to find someone who's capable of thinking.
They do exist. It's just that they don't blow up. It's like the algorithm is designed to push nonsense. I need to abona even on this platform that we are in. It's like they are engineered to push the most craziest stuff. It is the battle of the algorithm. So those young people who are intellectuals, who are smart, to talk about politics, their
like
pages
Zero,
don't
for example.
grow. Yeah, their pages grow at a very slow pace. Like it's hard work growing such a page where you give educational content and you speak to people about important issues.
Then people
but the
talk
nonsense, about. It goes viral very quickly. If you want to go viral on social media, you must portray some kind of not mentally well type of persona, and it's very concerning.
Talk about experiences that
bedroom activities and stuff. Talk about men giving you money. Talk about you must talk about such things, because if you're gonna be sober and be,
talking about how to find work, how to actually go and apply for university, you won't blow up.
No, it's the algorithm. It's built like that. And the interesting thing is that in China, it's opposite.
In China, it's very educational.
There, and this app comes from there. The app in China for children, they see maths, they see science, they see their homepage, their For You pages is very different. It's full of educational stuff and content. That's what's being pushed to the youth there. But when it comes to us,
it's a different story. Right. Someone's asking about Sbia. Let's see if we can find you something on Sbia.
I know that clip. I knew you're gonna talk about that clip. You saw it, eh?
Let's hear what Sbia said, if it's possible. Just gonna pull my strings.
We need to that clip.
My strings.
There are processes, there are laws to be followed. You don't just act nilly-willy. I never interfered, and what I also can say is that in the whole system, it can't be that I'm the only one who interfered, who did this and that, over and above.
Well, you just said you never interfered. But why are you saying now on the very same submission that it can't be that in the whole system you are the only one who has interfered? What is that now? Are you admitting that you interfered?
Is it an admission?
It sounds like that. It sounds like it's saying, "Oh yes, I admit I interfered, but I'm not the only one." Sbia. Tula.
I said it before and I will say it again.
Tula.
Where are his lawyers?
Tula ndoda. Tula. Uzomosha. Let's hear the rest.
There are processes, there are laws to be followed.
Sorry.
You don't just act nilly-willy. I never interfered, and what I also can say is that in the whole system, it can't be that I'm the only one who interfered, who did this and that. Over and above, there are many people that are in the system with a matter that has been handled since January, with a lot of feedback being given, a lot of meetings being held, going in and out of parliament discussing the same matter. Now, how do you then pin it on one individual?
Oh,
Who is he talking about?
sounds like to me also there's a message to say I'm not going down alone if I was to go down. That sounds to me like that. I don't know. That's my opinion, my interpretation. Can be that I'm the only one who interfered.
Because he's saying people have been going in and out of parliament since January. Who is he talking about? And what is he talking about?
Tula be. Tula. It's okay. It's okay. Yabona, this year is ngamandla. Is ngamandla this year.
I don't know what to say.
It's tough. Ushushu mpela. If you survive this year, ubonge, hlabe, ubonge mawuthi uyahlaba. Hambe uyothandaza mawuthi uyathandaza entabeni. Ziyabuya. Dobuya ngamandla. Ziyabuya. Hey, ziyabuya. It's tough. Abanye kuthiwa bayafona bafonela abantu. It's tough.
10 times before beboshwa. 10 times.
It's tough. Futhi ke yabona kunento enye futhi that I've noticed. Uyabona makukhona le ndoda le yempandla le evamise ukuthi mayikhuluma ithi Meyiwa bo. If you have been against that man, angazi yagida uNkulunkulu le ndoda bafethu. Bakhala abantu. Bakhala abanye bakhala emakhodi. Bafethu ngeze yabuya. Yabuya. It's tough, it's difficult. It's hard. Kushushu ngoku. Isha nesopo.
So that clip is only a portion of what he had said. Now, he maintains that the directive was issued based on unsubstantiated claims that don't justify such drastic action. So he says that the decision was made against the backdrop of untested allegations in his court papers.
Yeah.
There's a statement that he said in the very same, speaking about the situation, Sibia demonstrated his resolve to clear his name through established judicial processes. These other clandestine investigations and kangaroo disciplinary proceedings worry me. Be that as it may be, the law is on my side and I will be ready to attend this matter. I've got a legal team that's supporting me. Despite mounting pressure and public scrutiny, Sibia remains unshaken in his resolve that he will be vindicated. In a bold statement that underscores his confidence, he declared his innocence with unwavering certainty. He said, and I quote, "Where I'm standing, I'm quite sure and confident that I have done nothing wrong. It's for the judge at the ultimate end to finally say whether I'm guilty or not. And I can safely say I'm waiting for a positive outcome and I'm not involved in any wrongdoing. We will be cleared. But I want to say it's my prayer and my wish, including the National Commissioner, including everybody who's involved, to allow the process as announced by the President to take its natural course." End quote. But then In this footage,
Yeah.
did you hear him say he won't go down alone? Or am I the only one who heard it?
That's how it sounded like he was like saying it can't be that it's only him.
He said it cannot be that it's only him. I don't know what is happening, but we need to listen to that entire footage.
Entire.
Did you play it?
Yeah, yes.
All of it?
It came like that.
Okay, let me play it via my phone like this. I don't want to misquote him. Cannot do that. This matter is very, very serious. Okay.
Processes that are laws to be followed.
Move-
You don't just
move
act
back a bit.
willy-willy. I never interfered, and what I also can say is that in the whole system, it can't be that I'm the only one who interfered, who did this and that. Over and above, there are many people that are in the system with a matter that has been handled since January, with a lot of feedback being given, a lot of meetings being held, going in and out of parliament discussing the same matter. Now, how do you then pin it on one individual?
How do you then pin it on one individual?
Who should we pin it to, Spear? When Spear give us the names, then everyone should be pinned. Very number I agree. If you are saying you cannot be pinned alone, okay. List, release, list.
Why engakhulumi though and just implicate whoever he wants to implicate? Because this is sounding like, and he's requested a 3-bench judges, a full bench, 3 judges to preside over the matter that is happening between him and Masemola. That's why there was a postponement today. They are preparing for the 3 judges to hear this matter.
Hayi ngiyakutshela uphethe uhlanyo pelepele mfana kubaba ngisho lokuzana mfana kubaba ngisho amanzi kulonyaka hayi kubaba ngisho amanzi ngiyakutshela ngisho ujuice phela ziyabuya kulonyaka ziyabuya isikhuni sibuya nomkhwezeli owadli asazi owadli imali asazi impela hey ziyakhala zikhala ngempela zikhala ziku loudspeaker awu asazi bafowethu politiki mdlalo wamaxoki. You guys want to say anything?
Yeah, the
forever
lines
hold
are
it,
now
please.
open.
Just open them a bit. Hello? Rose, hello?
Oh, Rose.
Do you want to say something?
I wonder where Rose is at. Eh?
Hello? Right. We've got a first caller. Mzansi, hello. Can you hear? Amen.
Yes, no, I can't.
Mzansi, hello.
It's still quiet for now. I don't even hear the ringing of the phone.
No? Let's see. Zanzi, hello? Zanzi, hello? Yeah. Connected fully.
Okay.
We are struggling to hear you. But now we can hear you.
Now I can hear the phone.
Yes. So try to call again.
Please call again. We were just connecting here.
No, it was connected.
It was connected. Why can't I hear anything on my...
Mzansi, hello.
Hey, hello.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yebo, sisamile.
Hi.
Ninjana.
Siyaphila njani?
Siyaphila.
I know, kusaphila again. Yeah. Just contributions anyway. First question, Mr. Anonymous, to you, sir. Can you tell me where you were on the 5th of April 2020?
No. I can't tell you.
This is why I'm so surprised why people would be pounced on before they produce anything to them. On such a day, where were you 5 years ago, and be expected to have the answer at hand? Whatever answer comes, then you want to bring it to court and make it something to pin somebody down on. If you don't answer to say I was at work, or Usibia to say I was in Natal or whatever, and even no number 3 to say he was in prison, knowing what I was 2014 around that time, might have been in prison or whatever, could be playing up in somebody's mind around that. So to pin him down on such a day because you said Waulapa, I don't know how the law looks at irreality and lawyer they should know that we don't all live in court to be recording you've got all the answers there and there. Sometimes we've got to be realistic in the way we live as humans. Even Judge Rata himself, if you had to pull him to ask him, on a certain day, 5 years ago, he might not have the answers.
That's true.
So, yeah, so it's unfortunate that people's lives are being made as if it's like some kind of script where you are recording as you move. Somehow. But yeah, I suppose law is law anyway. Once you are in court, you are pinned down for whatever you say.
You say, yes.
Yeah. And the other one, you're just wondering what the judge is getting at, because he didn't allow the Nungumalo to submit and give his state to submit without his own submissions. I don't know why his submissions why he feels he should be submitting as well and reminding his state of issues to be included in the submissions. Because I don't know, I'm a layman, but I think he's contaminating our submissions. Where does he, as like the presiding officer, then if he's going to take a side and then contribute to a side, one wonders what are we saying about the law then? Is that how it's meant to be? Because the way he introduced the Makelen, it's like he was giving them then the Sinako thing. He seems to be so eager, and the Sinako thing, he brought it in as the planning to say, yes, this is the bit that was, I suppose, Umalo said something to do without, said something to do with Tagula planning ends are alive. Here we've got some kind of evidence of these guys discussing Wakulunyong Ebam. And you're thinking, okay, what's the presiding officer doing? Why is he bringing this? Why doesn't he just be patient and sit back and listen, then come up with a judgment, then a kind of bias? Because at the moment, we feel he's biased because of the way. So judgment does a realize. No, I don't think anybody will feel it's a fair judgment because he's sort of showing his cards as he moves along. Maybe he's going to surprise us at the end, but as far as I see, I'm a cards and I'm not again. It's quite an interesting approach, or an interesting one to watch, to see the presiding officer being a player in the arena. No, those were my 2 cents, and I'll leave others to make their contributions as well. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Thank you. In fact, Mr. Anonymous is reminding me of what you were saying about the submission of ACUSE number 4, of him attaching himself to ACUSE number 3's cell phone. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
That because, I don't know if it's a good idea to even talk about it. Is it a good idea?
I don't think so.
It's not, ne?
Yeah.
This is
Off the record.
because it might.
Trigger some thinking. Mzansi, hello.
Hey, hi, Misano.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Hi, Chidemeli.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Mr. Anna, I've got a couple of questions and then my comments also. Okay.
Okay.
And my one of my lowest points about this case is coming back today just to interpret. The day is dedicated to interpretation only, nothing else. But that is my lowest. That is one. And then two, we have listened to the submissions by PP, public prosecutor, and the doctor. How are these submissions? Responding to the section 174 by the advocate? How are they responding? We go all over to talk about cell phones, linkages, but hey, talk about evidence that links to accused for nothing else. We are not interested in confession, nothing. But even after the response, you can see that there is nothing again. That's one. And then, there's a point that it always used to bug my head, but I never got an answer. The confession that was done by accused 2, accused 1,
yes,
by Mr. Sdia. They said the confession turned out to be fake. He was talking about Makimbi, who was in prison, whatever. He was incarcerated at the time. Yeah, that was the confession. So how come the confession is fake, but the pointing out is relevant? How is that possible, man?
Yeah, it's a very good question considering the submissions that were made yesterday to say that upon following such confessions, then the pointings, one can argue that it's in line with where Senzo was shot if pointings themselves were voluntarily. It doesn't make sense. It's a very fair question to ask.
Yeah, because I'm saying the only thing that took Sdia to the side to do pointing out is the confession. Because after the confession, they said, can you please go and take us there? They did not go with Sdia after the confession for Tan. No. Then we should also do his own pointing out. After his confession, he must go and do his own pointing out. That is where I'm coming from. Yeah, and then the linking of accused 4 and 3 using the cell phone that he said is my friend. I was with him. Numalo said I agree wherever this one is. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah. So I get it. Right. Where I'm missing the submission by the doctor. That part it makes me question his doctor, because think about it. You are pulling accused 3 and 4 together in Procedural during the day.
Yes.
The same cell phone where they are, you are pulling them there. You are saying because you are there.
Yeah.
And then at night when they are in Johannesburg, you are saying no, it's only the device that is there, not the person. How do you apply this thing? Because it must be consistent. You see? And then new evidence. It is latest constant. I don't know the Greek word. The new evidence.
Yes.
If Rata and Balo had their way, they will still be feeding us with new evidence until Judgment Day. I'm telling you. And Munis is saying, you cannot introduce evidence the other day, and the judge does nothing. And I'm saying, but that is what Munis is talking about the other day. It took him a night sleeping over, coming back and realize that he's wrong to come back. And then it makes me question. The guy says he knows the law. But how do you know the law when something is wrong? You don't have to go and read the court case about it. When something is wrong, you must quickly say, no, I'm not going to do that. Those are my few pointers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
There's a little caller there also.
Yeah. The young ones.
The young ones. Yes. Yeah. Very good point to say that you are rubbishing the so-called confession or admission of accused number now I think we need to put correct perspective. It's admission of accused number 1. But the pointing is correct. And you are saying that in your submission, when you are talking about, let me see, so that I use the correct word. In your submission, when you are talking about extractual admissions, you talked about the submissions. You made the submissions of what happens in a situation when there are submissions and there is actually evidence that through your submissions or your admissions have been retrieved. Making an example of maybe bodies or something like that. Yes. In this case, then you accept the fact that the pointing out of accused number 1 is in line with the evidence of the crime that happened in that house.
Yeah.
But you are saying he lied about the so-called the admissions, but is correct in pointing, and is being used in court. It does not make sense.
You know, another thing that it reminds me of when they were saying that accused number 2's is a credible, not even a witness. His evidence is credible.
Yes.
In the confession.
Yes.
But you are denying some aspects of his version, and you are saying that they are false, but yet you are calling that confession credible.
Well, to play devil's advocate, remember, you are. I think it is in line with their submission when it comes to that. Why I'm saying that is that you are said to have made some confessions voluntarily, and then you later disown them. Upon them following this so-called confession, they discover a gun, as they say, which took Senzo's life upon the testing of astrations through our beloved Mabena. So you then disowning now such confession, it does not necessarily mean that the confession was wrong. It just could mean that now we are being disingenuine when it comes to owning up to the so-called confession that you made voluntarily. Because of the circumstances, you feel that now you don't want to take this case. You don't want to accept the consequences that comes with this case. Therefore, the submissions that you make then after that, when you are in court, they could be attributed as a lie also, because now you are disowning your own confession that was credible in a sense that they were able to retrieve some evidence using it.
What about the most crucial evidence of a phone call that happened between allegedly Kelly Kumalo and accused number 3?
Now that's a question of motive.
The confession of
remember
accused 2
the submission that was made on motive versus is it motive versus what? So the cell phones are merely there to prove the motive of taking Senzo's life. Okay. So you are now asking a question.
No, but when
it's intention versus motive.
When he put it, this cell phone, this alleged cell phone that may have happened between accused number 3 and Kelly.
Yes.
There was inferences in the confession where they said it said his sisters, a sister. Do you remember that? Sisters, referring to Kelly as sisters.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to use that under this whole thing of accused 2's confession is credible, then since you have the section 204 of accused 3, where is that phone call?
Then this is where we reduce the confessions to admissions. Maybe it's Mboto's, what do you call it?
Admissions.
Admission.
It's not the one with the Grenier.
Remember the difference between admissions and confession. Confession is admitting all out the crime that was committed without leaving any, and taking us through every step that took place. That's confession.
Okay.
Then admissions, we abstract certain parts that could help us find the truth.
Okay. Noted.
That would be my submission.
Hopefully that helps to those of you who were like me yesterday and not understanding what the heck is going on.
All right. We are ending here, I guess. But Uncle Nice, thank you very much. Membership. Stelo Muloi, thank you. Buli Dukisa, thank you. Lula Masrai, thank you. Malachi Johannes, thank you. Jabu Juice, thank you. Sihameti, thank you. Tsepo Makena, thank you. Chadi Mulwantwa, thank you. Batu Ulwimbi, ne? Mulwanta. Thank you, Siabong. Beni Masilela, thank you. Musa Nkosi, thank you. Madonza, thank you. Nogukanya Ngobo, thank you. Ngomane 83, thank you. Boto Ramukate, thank you. Stembile Mkwana, our member, thank you. Jeremiah Sibanda, thank you. Joyce Lindiwe, thank you. Laura, thank you. Katleho Rulin, thank you. Maisha Paleng, thank you. Agasbon, Lindiwe, thank you. Mamulao, thank you. Osep Nzonzi, thank you. Spiwe Nyao, thank you. Pinkinziba, thank you. And God bless you again, Mamulao, our membership. Oria Koza, thank you. Cynthia 65, thank you. Elisa, thank you. Musa Panda, thank you. Charlie Dawid, thank you. Agasbonelapa. Isabelo B Radebe, which is B. Thank you. We appreciate you. The Grumpy Angel. Thank you. Innocentia.
The Grumpy Angel.
Yes.
I think I like that.
Innocentia Kumede. Thank you. Lindeni Hadebe. Thank you. CDHL. Thank you. Nomcebo Kamile Ndlangamandla. Thank you. Songelo Ndlovu. Thank you. Pulu. Thank you. Pingildova mentioned. Mlamul Moyo, our member, thank you. Snace Bia, our member, thank you. Tulitus, our moderator, thank you. Spindis Bonga Kuru, Linde Nihadebe, thank you. And then Ubinwell, Kanyenda, thank you very much again. Siabong. Gaby Siaya, thank you. Sizwe 18, our member, thank you. Do you know? Thank you. Mamfunega Siabonga Kakulu. Koza, my lord. Kiora Peti Koza. Thank you. Richie K, thank you. Ndanzin Leia, thank you. Ever present. Elisa, I have mentioned you. Agasbone ukuthi obani singakabathinti singaze siphinda abantu ugabisile xulu, thank you, siyabonga. Siphinde futhi nje sibambe nisixolele. Everly Cute Butterfly, thank you. Lindy Wepembe, our member, thank you. Smangele Mnisi, thank you. Hlanjiwe Sibanda, thank you. I guess born nje ukuthi ubani singakamthathi madoda Siphiwe siyabonga, thank you. Tiane Mpinga, thank you. Sehla ngoholo Kosifiso Sindane, our member, thank you. Sbusiso Sealand, thank you. Smart Info, thank you. Ivy Nkato, thank you. Sehla njalo Mayane Ndanganeni, thank you. Umsongelo has been mentioned. Monet D, thank you. Thinking Nkosi, thank you. Yeah, injalo indaba Emil. Bakhona babambayo lapho. Ayabekho. Utshela ukuthi bakhona. Khulekani Zondo, thank you. Ntoban Backyard Mechanic, thank you. Marshall Marufu, thank you. Sbandas Katele, thanks Katele, thank you. Ubani kanti simkhohlwayo. Ngifuna ukubona engakaze ngibabone. Sibongile Mlangeni, thank you. Siyabonga nje kuba khona kwenu. Chikelo Sobuthongo, thank you. Could be butchering your names, guys. Hey, kunzima phela ngiyafifiela manje. Thongo bula azi ngizodrive kanjani endleleni. Yeah. Go to press the like button, guys. Mrs. R, thank you. Farai, thank you. Jaja Beam Healthy Care, thank you. Siyabonga. Mamzita, our member, thank you. Sedla ngoholoko nje Emily, sesiyaqeda unganaki. Press the like button ukuze nami ngingezwa ukuthi ngikulento yokufunda amagama. Lindiwe, thank you. Ubani simshile? Haya ngathi akeke simshile. Mlambo Designs, thank you. Sibonga nje uba khona kwenu bafethu, ingakho Lindan Dube, thank you. Yeah, bafethu ishayile. Ake sibonge nje ukuba khona kwenu and the calls, people that called. Please press the like button, subscribe, join the membership. We appreciate everyone. God bless you guys. Enjoy.